Hey there, Steven. First of all, your videos are high tech. I'm gonna need some help over here. I'm just using my phone in the middle of my in my kitchen, and you have like a whole entire YouTuber setup, man. You are spot on. But I decided after watching your video, I wanted to take it from a little bit more of a spiritual approach because I think some of your questions at the end lended themselves well to a Christian perspective. First, I wanted to read a verse kind of talking about how you were mentioning empathy early on. Proverbs 15. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up against anger. The tongue of the wise commands knowledge, but the mouth of the fool gushes folly. Skipping down to verse 4. The tongue that brings healing is a tree of life, but a deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. I think it's so important for us as counselors to remember the power of our words, and especially when you talked about creating a connection through the use of empathy. And that was a reminder that I had a couple weeks ago when I was reading the word, and it kind of just pulled back to the forefront of my mind when watching your video. Using our tongues and our words to establish empathy to build a relationship and really leverage our faith in that direction for the betterment of our communities and the people we counsel. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I was reading in one of my textbooks for another class, and it talked about, I think it was 5 or 6 different principles and values for counselors to have. And one of them was discernment. And the text says, actually first, the text is called Ethical, Legal, and Professional Issues in Counseling by Theodore Remley and Barbara Hurley. And on page 11, it talks about discernment. Discerning counselors are able to perceive the ethically relevant aspects of the situation and know what principles to apply and to take decisive action. I think that little quote really fits pretty well to your question at the end about when to ask a question and when to set a goal, something along those lines. I've found that it's been really helpful to pray for discernment and pray for wisdom. And I believe that when we ask those things, the Lord is faithful to give them. So as I prepare to be a counselor, that's been on my heart a lot in prayer, is use my words to establish empathy and then give me wisdom and discernment to know when to push and when to pull and when to kind of dial things back. So I just want you to know I really appreciate your video and your setup. I'm a little embarrassed about mine, truthfully. So maybe one day we can link up and you can help me get some tech in here. But thank you for your time, and I hope my response is helpful to you.